Now we begin with breaking news as the Russian Investigative Committee has opened a criminal case against the US and NATO officials for sponsoring terrorism within and outside Russia. Now this comes out of an ongoing investigation into the Crocus City terrorist attack.
It has been established that funds channeled through commercial organizations, particularly the oil and gas company Burisma Holdings, operating in Ukraine, have been used in recent years to carry out terrorist acts in the Russian Federation and beyond, to eliminate prominent political and public figures and inflict economic damage. Working in cooperation with other intelligence services and financial intelligence, incoming sources and further movement of funds amounting to several million US dollars are being investigated, as well as the involvement of specific individuals from government agencies, public and commercial organizations in Western countries. Additionally, investigative and operational efforts are being made to trace the links of direct perpetrators of terrorist acts to foreign supervisors, organizers and sponsors.
We can get more details on this from our correspondent, Donald Courter now. Don, good to see you. What else did the committee have to report, and how exactly is Burisma Holdings connected here?
Well, as we just heard, Russia's investigative committee is looking into millions of dollars worth of financial transactions that have come from the United States into trying to find some whether they have a connection to the financing of terrorism that brought about that tragic Crocus City Hall attack. And much of that money has been determined by the investigative committee that it's gone through a company called Burisma Holdings. Now, Burisma Holdings may sound like a familiar name to many people because it's the same company that Hunter Biden, son of Joe Biden, for many years had done business through in Ukraine. And it's also a company that's been accused widely of being a vehicle of Biden family corruption as well. According to the former prosecutor general of Ukraine, Viktor Shokin, he says that the Biden family had given Ukrainian officials around $1 billion worth in bribes to remove him from his position after he launched a criminal probe, an anti-corruption probe against the Biden family there, in specifically Burisma Holdings.
They were being bribed. The fact that Joe Biden gave away $1 billion in U.S. money in exchange for my dismissal, my firing, isn't that alone a case of corruption?
Now, if that by itself didn't look suspicious enough, back in 2015, Joe Biden, even bragged actually publicly, saying that he was withholding a $1 billion loan guarantee to Ukraine until the authorities had removed Shokin from his position. Let's take a listen.
I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting $1 billion. I said, you're not getting $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid.
So initially it was said that this terrorist attack was carried out just by ISIS-K, but with the Russian Investigative Committee continuing to connect the dots, making findings that point to more and more to Western involvement in the financing of this terrible terrorist attack, it's looking like the entire picture of what actually happened is really starting to look more clear.
Yeah, Don, many thanks for bringing us up to speed on that. That's RT correspondent Donald Courter. Thank you.